today's video, I'm going to be working about my 3 top tips for working with resistant gray hair that is a level 6 and lower, how I highlight them so that they have consistent results and they don't get that translucent root I've seen in the past when I'm working with my gray haired clients. I'm going to take you through those steps. What's up, guys? I'm Maureen Moody and I'm the Curious Stylist, and I want to build your confidence in your career through education and science. So if you're curious, you know the deal. So I just wanted to say thank you for all my returning subscribers. You really have no idea how much fun this is and how much fun I'm having. And I thank you guys because I really feel like I'm able to help you. You know, in the beginning, working with Schwarzkopf, it's a big line. There's a lot of little details that being able to share this knowledge has really enriched my life. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. So let's get into my 3 top tips for working with gray coverage on level 6 and dark. So my tip number 1 is when you're putting the barrier cream around the hairline, especially when you're working with darker haired clients and you're going to be doing foils with them, you're going to want to put like the barrier cream on, and then at the end when it's all said and done, I put a piece of saran wrap right there to protect their hairline, because those foils, if you don't clip them back or you forget to clip them back, will flop down, and with that dark color it'll smudge onto their forehead, and I really, it's not a good look. I didn't clip the hair back and the foil fell, and even if you do clip it back and it accidentally falls, you don't have to be on top of it so much. So put a little bit of saran wrap. Yeah, it looks silly, but whatever. If you are finding value in this content, please smash the like button and subscribe. I make weekly videos. So my tip number 2 is if I'm working with somebody and I'm doing a full head of foils and the person has a lot of gray, it's resistant gray. If it's 80% or more and I highlight them and they are a level 6 or darker, it is going to shine like the sun if you just put lightener on top of that and don't pre-treat it. It will give that silver appearance and it will look bad. When you are working with that hair that's like 80% or more and it's up and through this area and it's super resistant, you're gonna pre-treat that hair. So I'll pick like 7-4, which is their beige, or you could even do 7-5, but I'll stick with the 7-4. And I will paint that onto the foil and like I'll paint that on, and then I will place my lightener on top of it. And I know that seems counterintuitive. You're placing your lightener on top of your hair color, but just put the lightener right at the root and it's 80 to 100%. It looks hollow. It doesn't look right if you just put lightener on top of it. So I know it's like an abomination at Schwarzkopf to do this, but I found that it really has been helpful for me to be able to get that gray coverage that I wanted and have some tonality to the highlight. That one's been a big change. My tip number 3 was originally going to be different, as you can tell, but I decided to change it because it's a subject for a completely different video, which I'll go more in depth on. My tip number 3 is that when you are working with somebody that is a little darker, I like to keep my brunettes brunette. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't always make it a goal to paint right up to the hair. It is not necessary to paint right up to the scalp. I like keeping my brunettes brunette, so I really like when it shimmers around their face, and by doing a foliage technique, that really helps my brunettes to stay their darker selves, which I think is really nice. I'm using the 3D Balayage comb, which I'm going to go more into depth of how much I love this particular product. I am loving it for my foliages, especially on my dark-haired clients, but I'll get more into that in another video. So when I am working with a dark-haired client, and they really do want to see some highlights at the top of the scalp coming straight from the root in that part area, I will still give a little bit of a space between the lightener and the scalp. I might give like a ½ inch, and that's because I want that gray hair color to work. And a lot of times they're not going to be like so on top of it being straight to the root, because nobody wants Kelly Clarkson highlights anymore. Let's be honest. I hope you really liked these videos, and I hope you found them helpful. Please comment below if you want me to make more videos about dark hair and foils, or if you're just more interested in Blonde Me. If you are interested in learning more about Blonde Me, I have a Blonde Me Basics video series. I'm going to link that in the video here, and I'll be putting it in the description box below.